I'm back. I am going to be sitting here making this video. Not going to be doing anything other than just a chat today to let you know that I am back. And I have no plan to leave YouTube for good or anything like that. So please do not think that I've made that kind of decision. I know that some people might have thought I would do something like that, or might have thought that that kind of thing might happen, but it's not. I just needed a break. I have been doing YouTube for like 8.5 years, or a little over. Well, no, it's been less than 8.5, but a little more than 8. So I've been doing YouTube for a long time, and I have not had a break in the last 2.5 years. In fact, even on the day that I had my spine surgery, I didn't take a break. I still filmed, I still edited, I still uploaded. So I've not had any breaks since my daughter left. And at that time, the only reason I took a break was because I could not mentally do it, because when she left home, it was traumatic. So I decided to take a break at that time. So I have not had one, not even one day, not even after surgery, for 2.5 years. And that is not a sensible way to do things. You need breaks no matter what your job is. And technically, this is a job. I may not get paid that much, but it's still a job. And this is a 7-day-a-week job for me. So I'm not going anywhere, but I am going to make some changes, or try to make some changes, try to figure out some things. I've got some ideas of certain ways I'm going to be doing some things, which I will get into more, but I need to talk about other things before I get into that. I have a very bad habit of jumping straight into things before I actually explain anything else. So during my break, I have watched a lot of different videos about YouTube. I'm always doing that though, so I would have been doing that with or without the break. But I did want to tell you about this, since I did learn about it during my break. Normally with something like this, I would go ahead and tell you as soon as I learn it, which I did just learn it like a couple days ago, so it's not like that far back. But for creators, there's going to be a change in the YouTube ads, which means for the viewers there's going to be a change. Starting mid-March, YouTube is changing how that they do ads. And what they're going to be doing is, if say I as a creator choose to let the mid-roll ads, which are the ads you see in the middle of the videos, if I let YouTube choose that, it'll just be however. But if I decide to choose the ads, like not choose the specific ad, but choose when the ad is placed in the video, like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 8 minutes, whatever. If I choose, YouTube is going to be like giving me like little warnings of this is maybe an interruption for your video, or this is a good place for your ad, like things like that. So I don't really know what that's going to what that is going to cause with your viewing, or mine either, because I do watch a lot of creators. But I know that it will be changing something, and I want to warn you about it, so that if it does change how the ads pop up in my videos, if there are more ads or less ads or anything like that, YouTube is controlling things now with that in a lot of ways. I do still have some control, but not as much. Now, I cannot control what ad you see. Like, I don't choose the ad myself. YouTube does that. I do have some restrictions on my ads. Like, I don't allow certain things to be shown. But I have also found out that some of those things that I have checked as not showing, they show anyway. Don't know how to do anything about that. But there will be some changes coming in March about, well, this is March when you see this anyways. there's going to be some changes to the way the ads are done with YouTube, but that is nothing that the creators are doing. It's YouTube who is trying to make the platform better for the viewers. So hopefully you don't get angry at us when this happens, and it won't just be me, it'll be everybody. So there's that, and I wanted to bring that up just because it is something that is happening. Okay, so I also wanted to talk about why I feel like I decided to go ahead and take the break. It wasn't necessarily because of the rude comments and the different things that were happening, which I do want us to talk about that a little bit more as well. It wasn't necessarily because of that. It was the fact that over the last 2.5 years, I have not taken a break, and we have gone through different things, deaths in the family. We've gone through sicknesses. We've gone through some of the deaths I haven't even spoken about, traumatic deaths that I just don't feel like I need to talk about it on here. There's been sickness, mine and Jeff's. I've had surgery on my spine. Jeff has had different things with his eyes going on. I found out I'm insulin resistant. There's just been a lot of different things. Like, we're trying to figure out what's going on with Selena's health, and it's a lot more difficult for me now because I don't go to doctor's appointments with her because she's an adult and she's in another state. She's married and she's, you know, she's grown. She tells me what she wants to tell me, and you know, it's just a lot of things going on with health wise that some of it I've talked to y'all about, some of it I have not, but a lot of things over the last couple of years have happened and I've not taken a break. And then us remodeling this mobile home, well, buying the land, buying the mobile home, remodeling the mobile home, then moving. It's all been a lot of it's been a big amount of things. And I don't know if y'all know it or not, but most of the decisions in this mobile home I made the decisions on the flooring. I made the decisions on the colors of the walls, on the way we were doing the kitchen, which I do regret parts of it. I made decisions about a lot of things because, yes, Jeff was involved, but he left it mainly up to me because I'm the one here most of the time and he just likes my taste. So a lot of the things I decided. Now, if it was something that, like electrical or something, he decided that because I know nothing. I mean, I know enough to do some things, but he decided the technical things. I decided the pretty things that are still functional. But I made a lot of the decisions about the mobile home. I was also going through things while we were doing it with my spine and stuff like that. There was just a lot has happened in the last 2.5 years, and I have not taken a break from work. I have not taken off. Even when Jeff was on vacation, I didn't take any time off. I still recorded, edited, uploaded something. Something was going on. Even on days that I took off from filming, I was still editing and uploading. On days when I was taking a break from editing or uploading, I was still filming. I was still doing something for YouTube. And I was fine. I felt fine, I thought. But on the day that, well, that evening, that night, it was the middle of the night, what am I saying? Whenever we had that storm and the chicken coop blew over and we got up the next morning and we lost 3 of our girls, something in me said, you've got to take a break from something. You've got to slow down a little bit. You've got to. The only thing I could take a break from and feel comfortable was YouTube. Not that I wanted to take a break from you guys. I love you guys. I missed you guys. I know I've talked to some of you in the comments on my other channel. I've talked to some of you on Instagram. I've talked to some of you in emails. But I've missed this interaction of filming and talking to you. And I know I've still filmed and edited and uploaded for my other channel, but it's not the same as this channel. And also, Allie's outside and she's whining, but she cannot come inside right now because they have just had their worming medication, and I don't want them having any issues in the house. And besides, she needs to be outside for a bit. It's a beautiful, like, well, it's not a sunny day, but it's a partly sunny day, but it's beautiful, like, temperatures, and the wind's blowing and it's nice out there. So she needs to be outside some. She needs to enjoy the sun a little bit, what little bit we have out there. She needs to just be outside. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. But that day, whenever that happened, I was so upset, and my mind kept saying, and I had already been thinking about taking a break from YouTube anyway, just because of all the stuff that was going on otherwise. It was just like, I have to drop something for a tiny bit of time. And there was nothing else I could drop. I couldn't drop taking care of my home. I couldn't drop, you know, doing my normal chores. I couldn't let anything else go. There was nothing to let go other than stopping filming for a little bit, because I know that my stress was coming out in my videos. I saw it myself. I had gotten to the point where I dreaded making videos, even though I wanted to talk to you guys. If it would have been where you guys were coming to my house and we were chatting, it would have been completely different. But it was the whole mechanics of filming, editing, uploading, scheduling, all those things, making thumbnails, doing all the stuff that I could not, like, something in me said, you have to drop this for a bit. Not completely, not forever, just a little while. You need to take a break. And like I said, everybody takes break from work at times. They take vacations. Now, my job is talking to my friends. My job is inviting you into my home and showing you what I'm doing. Sharing a little bit of my crazy. Sharing a little bit of myself every day. That is what my job is. And honestly, that's the kind of job most people would want, where that they can be happy and comfortable and do whatever they want. And that's what I do. I have no boss but myself. Like, I am the one who decides what I do. Nobody else decides. So I do have the ideal job, other than the pay and the benefits. I do have the ideal job, but, and also it's like, whenever I take a break, I don't get to talk to some of my people. Like, some of my friends, I don't get to talk to. When I'm on vacation, I have to just, like, not communicate with some of them, because that's the only way we communicate, if that makes sense. So that's one reason why I wasn't taking the break. Now, I also want to talk about, but I did decide that was what was best for me. And honestly, it has been best for me. I have felt so much better, even though I have been filming for my other channel and editing and all of that. I felt so much calmer, and I felt more relief. And there have been several times that I have thought, okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and go back. I'm feeling better, I need to go back. I need to go ahead and start filming again. But then something inside me says, not yet, not yet, not yet. So I listened to that. But today, whenever I had that urge, it was like, I'm ready. It's time. Let's start talking to my friends again. Because you do take a vacation from your friends too sometimes, you know. Not that you have to be away from them, but sometimes you need to spend time with family, you know. So it's okay. And I had to reevaluate how I was looking at it. I had to reevaluate how I was thinking about YouTube. But this is something I enjoy. It is something that makes me happy. It is something that I want to continue. But I am going to have to make some rules for myself, which I have not finalized. I have not figured it out exactly. But I have come up with some things that I am planning on doing, which I'll talk about that soon too. But I want to talk about the nasty comments and all the things, the emails and the things that should never have happened. I have found out, even before I decided to take the break, I knew this was happening to other people, because I talked to other creators. They had told me it was happening to them, or I saw it on their videos. I did not realize it was happening to big creators. I thought it was more like the smaller channels, not the really big channels. But since my break, I have seen where this is happening in a lot of areas. It's homemakers, preppers, homesteaders, people who are trying to be self-sufficient, gardeners, people who share their chickens and their goats and their cows and their things. They're showing the more sustainable way of life, the more traditional way of life, the more traditional wives and husbands and things like that. The people who are trying to teach you how you can and garden and cook from scratch and things like that. That is the group that has been targeted, it seems. And I'm pretty sure that everybody on YouTube ends up, if they stick with it, they get targeted. But there's been a group of YouTube creators who have been like, well, not a group, but like there's been a bunch of YouTube creators who have been harassed in some way. But it's not just YouTube. My sister told me that she was watching something on TikTok. She watches TikTok and Facebook mostly. She doesn't really watch a lot of YouTube. But she was watching a guy on TikTok. I don't know who he was. She didn't tell me. Who, when I was talking to her about me taking a break from my channel, because sometimes she'll call and she'll ask me, are you filming? Are you busy? You know, something like that. So, she said that this guy, whenever she first started watching him, she didn't even know why, that he was recommended to her. Also, Christians have been targeted as well, but she didn't know why that he was recommended to her at first. But she decided to watch it, and she said that while she was watching it at first, she was like, oh no dude, I'm gonna just turn it off if you start being hateful about, you know, this, that, and the other thing. And then she said he started saying certain things, and she was like, oh, he's not being hateful about people. He's encouraging people. So, what he was doing was telling homemakers, preppers, self-sufficient people, gardeners, all of those people who were being targeted to keep going. Don't let these people run you away from doing what you want to do on your platform. I don't know who he was. I wish I would have asked her, but I didn't. It didn't really matter though. But even she has seen this kind of thing where this guy felt he needed to defend people, even though I don't, from the way she talked, he doesn't do that. That's not part of his niche or whatever. Sorry, that thing's loud. But I don't know. Anyway, it's not just me. I knew that already. But even though this sounds horrible, it makes me feel better knowing it's not just me. Knowing they're not coming after me and my character. They're probably people who just don't want people to be happy. And I have had emails from you guys. I have had messages on Instagram. I have had comments telling me you miss me, that you love us, and y'all, you just don't understand how much that means to me. And every time that someone would say they miss me, or they wanted, you know, they couldn't wait till I come back or something, I was like, I want to come back, but it's just not time. It just wasn't time. And today, when I decided I was going to make this video, and I didn't have that it's not time thought, it's not time feeling, it felt exciting. And I'm really glad that I'm able to come back and talk with you guys, invite you into my home, and for us to cook together, clean together, whatever I do. I'm not changing what I do on my channel. I will be all the weirdness. That's what will be happening. So, my plan is to continue to do YouTube, but I do want to change a little bit about how I do it. I have been putting out 7 videos a week. At one point it was 8 videos a week on this channel. When I was doing the Bible studies, it was 8 videos. I want to continue to do videos. I want to continue to share our lives with you, like cooking, cleaning, organizing, whatever I might be doing, hauls, just whatever. This is a daily vlog, or well, I really don't want to call it a daily vlog. After I tell you what I'm going to tell you, you might understand what I mean. Which it is still a daily vlog. It's just, you may not see every day of my life. But I want to continue sharing things with you. And the reason why I say you may not see every day of my life is because I need to change how I'm doing things. I need to have a couple of days a week where I'm not doing everything. But I still want to have 7 videos and a Bible study for you guys. So the plan will be, if I can make this work. If not, I'll figure something else out. That's what I always do with everything in my life. I try something. If it doesn't work, I tweak it. Even with recipes, cleaning solutions, cleaning, like, what is it, schedules, all those types of things, I tweak it. And y'all, that's one thing that I encourage you to do. Change things to work for you, because we're not all the same people. We're not all going to work the same way. So my plan is to take some days and record multiple videos for you. Like, let's just say on Monday I'm going to be cleaning different things, plus I have a new recipe I want to share with you. Instead of making that one video, changing that into 2 videos. And that way you can see both of it. I can share both of it, but making 2 videos with it will give me an opportunity to have a day off. Or let's just say I am doing something around the house, like organizing something, but then Jeff is doing something outside, and maybe we want to show you both things. And instead of showing you both things in the same video, it'll be 2 videos. One where he's doing something and one where I'm doing something. And honestly, that would probably be better, because then, let's just say, and this is something we're going to be doing, let's just say we're making new chicken waterers, because we're going to be doing that. Like an automatic waterer for our chickens. We're going to do that at some point. Well, maybe I'm making a recipe. It doesn't really mesh, but it does, because it's what we're doing that day, you know. Or maybe I don't know, maybe I ordered some clothes from Amazon, which is something I have done, and you will be seeing a video if they work out. Maybe you'll see that on one video with me possibly doing a little bit of something, but on that same day I'm recording something else that I'm doing, so that I will be able to take a break. If that I hope this makes sense. I know that a lot of creators do this. They batch film is what they're doing. Or there's one that I watch every day, who I know she is not making 7 videos a week. like 7 days a week, because I know that she takes off because she says it, or she'll be wearing the same clothes, or she'll say this is from, you know, to be continued, or it'll be where that she is like showing you her breakfast and some different things she's cooking, and then later on she'll show you her dinner on a different video, but it'll be the same day, that kind of thing. I just want to make it to where that I can have a day or two off every once in a while, even if it's not every week, but I want to make it to where that I can take time off, because I don't want to get burnt out again, because I really feel like that's what happened. All the things going on in our lives over the last couple of years, I really feel like I got burnt out. I mean, even when Selena came to visit, I was still filming and editing and all the things. So yeah, I just want to still be with you. I want to still hang out with you guys, but I want to take better care of myself so I don't get burnt out, so I don't have the overwhelm. I'm fine now. I feel great. I actually felt really good a couple days after, but I just didn't feel like I should come back yet. There's some other things other than just the batch filming at times, which y'all may not even know when I do that. It may not even be something that you recognize quickly. You may not notice that I'm doing it, because I may not say. So I maybe didn't even have to tell you that I was going to do that, and you might have never known. But y'all know I'm very transparent. I tell you things. I can't, well, I can just not tell you and just do it, but I feel the need to be transparent with things like that. There are some things that I will never talk about on my channel. There are some things that we don't discuss, because that's just, you know, something I wouldn't talk about it with anyone, you know, that kind of thing. But there is something I am going to be doing on my channel that might affect you, but it shouldn't. Like, you might notice it. I have decided, mainly, well, I'll tell you the reason in a moment, but I've decided that I'm going to hold all of my comments for review. So what that means is, let's just say, I'm trying to think of a name that nobody is named. Well, they may be named because they may not comment. Well, let's just say Bob comments on my channel. Okay, I don't know if there's a Bob on my channel or not that watches. Bob comments, right? Well, instead of his comment going straight to the video so everyone can read it, I'm going to hold them for review, and that way if Bob said anything bad, I can decide not to let it be seen. If Bob says something that's, you know, like nice recipe, thank you for sharing, whatever, I can let it be seen. That way I have more control over what kind of comments you guys are seeing, because I know that some of you read my comments. I know that some of you have actually defended me in comments, and I don't want for you guys to have to see this stuff. Now, I have taken all of the bad things off, and they won't be there. I have blocked ones who were really hateful. You won't have to see that. And that me holding the comments is a way for me to protect you and myself. Because some of you just love me so much, you would just beat somebody up for me. You'd be right in there in the corner fighting for me, and that makes me feel like you're true friends. So that's, you know, that's a way that I can keep things from happening. Now, I think, now I'm not absolutely positive because I haven't looked into it completely, but I think, because see, I haven't set it to hold comments yet. I'll do that on this video. I'll start on this video. But I think there's a way that I can, like for certain individuals, once I see that they're not going to be doing anything mean or anything like that, or some of you that I know have been around forever and I've talked to you forever, I can go ahead and just let your comments go and I won't ever have to hold your comments. But I'm not sure how that works. Now, I know as my channel grows, the comments are going to be more, and if I hold my comments and I don't check them every single day, which I check them every day anyway, but if it got to the point where there were too many comments and it got to where that they were too overwhelming, I may not always hold the comments for review. So this is just a trial. I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know if I'm going to always hold the comments for review or if it's just going to be for a little while. So if you make a comment on any of my videos and you don't see it pop up immediately, please do not think I deleted it. Just give me some time to check, because some of you watch my videos and I don't check my comments until later. Sometimes whenever Jeff is on first shift, I'm checking within an hour of you guys commenting. But if he's on second shift, I may not check the comments until the afternoon once he leaves and goes to work, because I want to spend time with him. So please don't think that I've deleted your comments. Just give me some time. And if YouTube tells me you have left a comment, I will find it. So I did want to do that. I want to tell you that. I don't want you to think that I'm just like not allowing comments. It's just so I can make sure that the bad things don't come out into public, because they don't have a place in public. They need to be gotten rid of and taken care of so that my friends don't have to see it. And that way I see it once and it's gone, it's done. But as I have said, anyone who leaves a comment that I might think is negative, I will give you an opportunity to explain, because I know that reading text, sometimes you don't get all of the nuances of what people are saying. You can't like look them in the face, so you really don't know what's on their mind until you give them an opportunity to explain. I will still give people the benefit of the doubt. I have always been that way. But as I said before, you get one chance and that's it from now on, because I'm not going to tolerate rudeness. But I don't think that I'm going to have that problem anymore. And if I do, it's just because my channel is getting larger and it's to be expected. I'm not going to take it to heart and things like that. I really just feel like all the things going on and me really needing a break for so long and not taking it, that is what happened. But I had so much that I wanted to share with you that I didn't want to stop filming. And I have so many people that I love talking to, but I just didn't want to miss a day of talking to you. So I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do my videos. We're going to still be hanging out every day. I'm planning on having a video every day, and I do plan on having Bible studies. I have gone back and looked through notes from where, you know, at church and stuff. I've gone back, I think it's 2016, and I was like, wow, these notes are so good. And I really want to start sharing some of those old church notes with you guys, because they're really good. One of the pastors has passed away that the notes are from, which I won't tell y'all the notes. Like, well, the notes are me, but it's scriptures that they gave. The pastors gave me. But I want to start. I was like, this will be awesome to share, and so I will probably start doing that soon, like something like that. I won't just read verbatim. I don't know. It was pretty good notes. I was enjoying it. I told you guys that I was going to be doing more Bible study and things. Well, I somehow, whenever we were moving some books and things around in the house, organizing some things while I've been away, I came across a couple of my old notebooks from church, and I keep those because why take notes if you're not going to read them later? But yeah, I did that. But I do want to tell you a little bit about some things that's happened since I've been gone. Really not much has happened. It's normal day-to-day stuff. I did have some dental work done because where I had a root canal, the crown fell out. It was crazy. I ended up having a titanium rod put in, and that was just a few days ago. Well, more than a few, but yeah, it was not fun. But it's okay now. Everything's good. That happened. Let's see, what else happened? I don't really think anything else really happened. I did try another recipe that I do plan on tweaking and trying. Well, it's not a recipe. It's something I wanted something, but I couldn't figure out what I wanted, so I just went in the kitchen and decided to try doing things. Once I get it figured out, I'll do it. It's like a beefy noodle something. I don't know what to even call it, because it's one of those things that I go in the kitchen and there I go. It's just the way it works. But that was really good, and I do plan on sharing that at some point once I get it all figured out, how I exactly how I want it. Jeff's dad's birthday he had his birthday. Jeff was at work whenever we went to the dinner, but it was a good dinner. That was fun family time. I don't know if we had changed the living room around before. No, yeah, we had changed it around before. You guys have seen the living room. I don't remember what else has happened. Really not much. Not a lot has happened. I did start watching Designing Women. I remember watching that with my mama when I was a child. And I started watching it because, you know, it's an old sitcom. Man, they talk about some stuff on that show. Some things that I didn't realize. And I'm like, why did mama let us watch this? But it's not as bad as some stuff you see now. What else has happened? I don't know what else has happened. Nothing really. I don't remember anything else happening that was noteworthy. Just normal everyday life. And it's been good. It's been good. The break has done me well. And I may take a few days off every once in a while. But of course I will warn you before I do. I'll let you know. And either I will have some pre-made videos for you, or I will, you know, just take a few days off. But I have missed you. I am glad to be back. And I know that I have gotten some beautiful messages from you guys, some emails, some comments, and also Instagram messages that make me feel like this is all worth everything, you know. And also, I did put the scripture writing plan out for March. I did that while I was gone, which you guys know that, some of you, because you saw it, you commented on that. But yeah, and if you're also interested in planner videos, I do have my other channel. And I did not take a break from it. I didn't see a reason to. I don't know why, but I just didn't feel... I guess because I only put 4 videos out a week normally, and then like the first of the month I'll have other videos because I'm doing the monthly videos. But I just didn't feel the need to take a break from that. Maybe because it's a totally different type of video. Maybe because I'm not looking at you and the editing is totally different. I don't really know. But I didn't feel a desire or a need to take a break from it. So, I just didn't. But I am back, and I have missed you, and I will see you tomorrow. I don't know what's happening because I don't know what I'm doing. But I will see you tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate you so much. Your friendship means a lot to me. And I know that we may never meet in person, but our little chats in the comments mean a great deal to me. And I have found that my craziness means a great deal to you too. Because some of you told me things that I'm like, wow, I didn't know you cared that much. I didn't know I was that important to you. But it makes you feel good to know you have friends in all kinds of places, like not just in the States. I have friends all over the world. But I will see you next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. And if you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. If you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below as well. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.